Hey y'all, this is Jocasta Lester. How are you? In this video, I want to talk to you about some things that I learned over the course of living life. And I don't know quite what to call it. I'm going to call it a form of revelation. Be careful because I am careful about it. I don't like divination and I don't want to get you into something like that either, okay? So, what I found over the course of living my life, and this is a tendency. Normally, people with the letter B, protect B. The letter B is a strong situation. Like they have a tendency that I've noticed in life. Um, I've noticed that the letter B in a person's name, for me, it is an indication of someone being a person's beloved, being a person's child that they love. Okay, like they're highly loved. So I just noticed this. Like it's like a letter that I don't know. It just distinguishes a person something. Um, this sounds like a horoscope, so I don't want you to get into that. Okay, don't get into horoscopes or divination. Avoid it. So at this point of the video, if it's uncomfortable for you, stop it right now because I'm about to talk about something that's a little. It's for me. I'm just like I don't want to do anything wrong. So, but I am going to talk about it because it's on my mind and I want to share it. So I've noticed that there are people that act on people before. Like it's like some people tend to have the tendency to want to hit somebody before they hit them. But what happens is they cause stuff. It's because they did something that some stuff starts. Sometimes they get stuff started that wouldn't have started. So I've noticed that if a person has the letter B in their name and they're about to be an aggressor, they usually strike the wrong one. They usually aren't given to fighting. And when they want to hit someone, they usually hit the wrong person. And it's usually based in that's a bad person. That's usually the basis of why they hit someone. It's based in a strong judgment. Like they mean well, but they don't swing well. So that they'll hit someone by accident. They don't mean no harm. And then they find out, oh, I did it wrong again. Then they're sad. So I'm telling you, a letter B, um, they're precious. That's what I'm going to say. Every single letter, I want to say something positive about every single letter of the alphabet, potentially. And maybe I'll address that without trying to. But this particular letter has a strong presence in my life. So I'm just going to go ahead and address it. But the letter B, I find that they tend to hit people before they did anything to them. And they're usually a person's or set of people's beloved, meaning that's a person that's like an embraced child, someone that either is that baby is a first baby or the only baby for a person. Like I find that the letter B is a distinguished letter. I don't know what to say about it, but I've noticed also when it comes to the hive mentality, they're given to having it more frequently. That and the letter B and the ant, ANT. So it's like they're colony type people. So they're given to work, store up, save. You know, it's like they have that commandment going in them. Bees and ants. So like an Anthony, an Antonio, an Antoine. They tend to be that way. They tend to basically based on the bugs. They tend to be like the bees and the ants. Okay. Um, I don't know to what extent that this is valid. I don't want to be preaching no other gospel to you. That's why I'm nervous about talking about it something. Because I'm like, I don't want to propagate misinformation. Okay. But yeah, the letter B. I just feel like, man, for some reason that letter B, that's like a favorite person for somebody. And that's a person that also tends to be like, if they're going to hit somebody, if they're going to do something that seems like it's in malice, it's usually like they're best suited for doing happy, good, buzz around, sweet honey producing work. When a bee goes to try to get vengeance and to attack, they do it wrong. They usually hit the wrong person. And it's because they're beloved. It's because they're supposed to be doing sweet bee honey work. They're not supposed to be vengefully attacking. But then when you think about it, they sting. They just sting and sting and sting. They'll swarm you. They tend to attack in droves. They come like that. Like when they attack you, it's not just one. They're going to sting you, but then they're willing to sting you to death, to their own detriment. So that's what I've noticed. If I were to say, okay, a person with the letter B in their name has tendencies like the actual flying insect, please cherish, protect, and guard a person with the letter B in their name. Treat them like they need extra help, okay? And not like they're retarded, but like they need extra help. And like if you treat them kindly and treat them sweet, they just buzz and buzz and buzz and go about doing their work and producing honey. You got it? So repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Have a blessed and marvelous day. I don't want to participate in divination. I'm hoping that wasn't close to it. I'm hoping that it's just a form of just an observation, something I noticed that I say is that way in my situation. It's based on my observations, my experiences. I've been swarmed. I've been bothered by that letter a little bit. So my baby, his name is Tobias. So I'm like, that's my baby. I know that's my beloved. So, and beloved, every sense of the word, grab a dictionary and understand beloved, so that you understand that somebody that you cherish and you hold dear, near and dear to your heart. I don't know why B and J. I don't know what's going on with B and J, but yeah, I love it's some things about it that I'm like, okay, um, if you don't go messing with the hive, then the bees are just fine. They go about buzzing and doing their work. If someone goes and disturbs their hive, then they come out swarming, and then they lose some they lose some casualties. It's like the bee, in order to guard who they feel is the queen, they'll sting somebody and die. So leave the beehives alone and leave the bees to what they do. Bees are to be guided into doing good stuff, producing honey. Okay. And that's that. And they respond well to royal jelly if any one of them is grooming or being groomed to be a queen. Got it? Don't go trying to feed a J royal jelly. Have a blessed and marvelous day, and repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And thank you so much for watching my video. This is one of those random videos where I was just like, oh yeah, by the way, I noticed this about these people. These people, they move a particular way. And that's what I noticed. The letter B. Beloved. Got it? So take care.